I moved in 6 months ago, and there's still that blank wall. Condos and apartments these days are just so painfully neutral. No color, no depth. It's like the person in charge of the project thought, well, if we put color anywhere, there's a chance someone won't like it, because it's not their style. So, instead of trying to style these places, we'll do everything we can to make sure there's absolutely no style. Makes sense, right? Some people like blue and other people like orange, but nobody likes beige. It's a win-win. I'm very affected by my environment. I told you about my need to create or partake in some sort of visual art. This was never a hobby I decided to take up or a talent I tried to practice or develop. It was just a natural need to make things around me feel right. My brain just can't function correctly for long periods in an environment that doesn't reflect what's inside of me. I think there's a name for this. Is it Feng Shui? Is it something to do with my chi or my aura or my something else like that? I guess I've never really felt like this single entity floating about life independent of my surroundings. I like to feel that I'm a part of something larger than myself, a tiny piece of the universe that perfectly fits with all the other pieces, that wherever I am, that is where I belong at the time. I somehow ended up with this amazing gift of consciousness. I can create and imagine. When I share my energy with my surroundings, they reciprocate. That energy that I carefully crafted and projected upon them is given back to me, and I am at peace. When I share nothing with my environment, I feel more alone in who I am, less serene, as though I'm constantly in an unfamiliar and uninviting place. Overthink much? Yes, I do. But you know, it's who I am, and it keeps almost everything pretty damn interesting. I've lived in many different spaces, and being who I am, it's really a shame I've never truly owned any of them. Because ever since my very first apartment, I've analyzed each wall and corner in each room and knew exactly how I wanted to change it. One day, I'll have the freedom to just knock down whatever wall I want to. And believe me, I totally will. So long as it's not load-bearing and other such minor details. Yes, it's a bit of a dream to one day have a space where I can fully have my environment mirror my brain for the first time ever. But you know, it may be a while, seeing as how I have a bit of a wandering soul. I'm definitely not in a town where I want to settle down and stay. I've seen so many places in this world. I've seen cultures that are massively different from my own. I've listened to stories and beliefs and points of view that I never would have imagined on my own. And it has all been so endlessly intriguing to me. On one hand, I kind of believe that I could be happy anywhere. The places are only as good as the people in them. People are what matters. Happiness can be found on a farm in the middle of nowhere with a few good people within reach and plenty of fresh air to be had. On the other hand, I love color and culture and experience. I'm drawn to the exploration of things in all their varieties. I don't want to be in a place where one religion or only one culture is the majority. Unless I'm totally unfamiliar with that religion or culture, in which case I'll stick around and learn about it, have that experience, then move on. I have no quarrel with any specific belief system, but I'm always hungry to learn and experience more points of view. To me, people in all of their varieties represent the full spectrum of color on this canvas of life. Each color is unique and lovely, but after staring at just one for long enough, I feel like taking a few steps over to the next painting in the gallery, always remembering how the last one moved me. At this point, I don't know exactly where I'll end up. I have some places in mind, but now is not the time. For now, I'll do my best to find the fullest joy that I can in majestic towering mountains, a church on every corner, tiny picket lines protesting the immodesty of Victoria's Secret ads, rental contracts that don't allow alcoholic beverages, the good people around me, and my connection to the great wide world through this weekly conversation in my favorite local coffee shop. Nice chatting with you, world.
I wanna believe in something more than what I see.
Hello again. As always, thanks for watching this moment in my brain. If you haven't seen my other brain logs, you can follow the 3 links at the top of the screen. I want to thank Shay and all of those lovely tards for sending so many new viewers my way recently. I've been getting lots of excited people asking me lots of questions, so here's a few answers. Yes, I am Colette's sister, and I thank you for the compliments, as I consider comparisons in mannerisms and looks to be compliments. She's pretty amazing. I am a musician. I've got some solo music videos, but my most recent and most exciting project for me is my band, My Fair Fiend. Aside from that incredibly hilarious to film music video that we posted for Valentine's Day, we do have an entire album available now. It is our very first album, self-titled and released last August. That album includes new versions of all the songs that I performed live at MTC, including the new favorite, Just a Song. If you click on the link that says check out my music, it will take you straight to a place where you can listen and download our stuff. Unless you're doing it yourself, you have no idea how hard it is to share your original music. So if you love it, please rate, review, and/or share it with anyone that you think would appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything. You people are freaking fantastic, and I hope to see you at the end of my next brain log. Bye-bye.